उसके लिए?
कपड़ा नहीं है क्या? एक बार स्टोर रूम में चेक करने के लिए बोल दीजिए अली भाई को। कपड़ा है, ओके ओके ओके, सही है सही। ओके ओके।
हाँ जी, हाँ पहुँच गया, हो गया 10 मिनट हो गया, इज ऑलरेडी लेफ्ट ऑफ देयर ऑल्सो। मैंने कुछ नहीं, मैंने जस्ट यहाँ के अभी एक केक खाया और एक चाय ले लिया। अभी टॉस करना है एंड देन आई स्टार्ट।
ये ग्राउंड में वो वॉकी टॉकी ले
आज
लो
के
उसके
विजिट
पास
में
से।
नाश्ता करके आया हूँ।
3 पे आई।
मेरा शाम तक होएगा, 2:30 को फाइनल है, तो वो
भाई
फिनिश
ये
होगा
काम
6
कर दो,
o'clock के
वॉकी
आसपास।
टॉकी
फिर
इधर ही
बाद
ले
में
आओ।
ये क्या बोलते हैं, क्या बोलते हैं, उसके बाद प्रेजेंटेशन सब होएगा। हाँ हाँ, बात हुई, व्हाट्सअप कॉलिंग पे ही करना पड़ा कि ज़्यादा है, तो काकी ने बोला तू शाम को जब घर पहुंचेगा ना आराम से बात कर। मम्मी ने तट्टे इडली खाई है, अपने आप से बोला मेरे को तट्टे इडली लेके आ, मैं लेके आया उसके लिए SBI तक। मैं बोला काकी काकी को बोलो कैप्टन हट क्यों रहा है? हेलो चेक कमिंस अरेबिया कैप्टन ठीक है अच्छा आई ओपन स्टेटमेंट दूंगा ओके आप लोग स्टेशनरी रहिएगा आप कॉइन किसके पास है आप एक कैप्टन को देंगे कौन कॉल करेगा हाँ हील कॉल ओके वो हील गिव इट यू टॉस करेंगे आगे टॉस कीजिएगा आप दोनों स्टेशन रहेगा आप में से एक जन मेरे को बता देगा कि क्या टॉस हुआ है फिर मैं कप्तान से बात करूंगा ठीक है डन कॉपी रेडी सर चेक रेडी Morning and welcome on a super Saturday here at the Bijoj Cricket Club for the third place game in the Oil and Gas Premier League Season 4. This is the game between Dynamos, captained by Santosh. We have Kishore who will be captaining for Cummins Arabia. Our match officials with us. We have the toss right away. Kishore will flip the coin. Captain getting the information. Tails is the call. Tails it is. Dynamos, you won the toss. What do you want to do? Any reason to field on a slightly sunny morning? Game. Kishore. Kishore. Wicket. You'll not made to the finals for the first time in 4 years. How has this team taken it and coming into this game? What sort of a message is it to the boys? Thank you. All the best for this game. That's the news from the center here. Dynamo's captain wins the toss and he wants to bowl first. Stay tuned for more action. Thank you very much. used to play cricket regularly, and when it comes to like playing cricket, it was our passion. And considering in oil and gas, we are always under tremendous pressure to work. I thought, why not? Let's try to get the community to play cricket in oil and gas. Started in 2022, started with 6 teams. Second year we went to 8 teams. This year now we have 10 teams. Hopefully we should have more teams because here you find most of Asian nationalities in UAE and they love cricket. So the intent was to have a tournament which wherein management level, a manager and a storekeeper, all kind of players play together, rub the shoulders together, and that's what I wanted, and that's how it started back 2 years back. This is totally a corporate cricket. Yes, there are many people. Industries, oil and gas. Yeah. So, like to organize this level of cricket, how much effort is needed? Efforts, managing effort. The efforts are definitely it's high, but ultimately the passion for cricket is what drives me. When work, I mean, professional commitments that we have to manage, and managing it's tough. But then I have good support staff. Last until these year, Akash has been part of it. Now this year, Joyce has provided me excellent support. So it's tough, but yes, there are challenges to get the teams, manage the team's expectation. Whatever you do, there will be some more thing that they would expect us. So it's a bit challenging, but yes, it's interesting. Yeah, what would you like to tell about Joyce Cricket Club? This is Queensland and Queens Park Stadium. As you have seen, it's fantastic venue. It's first 3 seasons we had it at the venue where we moved it here. The vibe, the here is different. The atmosphere, big screen, music, support. It's great. I'm getting really a good feedback. Teams are enjoying, and this year's season has really light up. We've managed to meet teams' expectations. Last 2 weeks we intend to make it more grand, more remarkable, more memorable for us. This is what we love, and we're giving back to the game with that. Organizing good tournaments is what gives a lot of pleasure and fun. There are many sponsors I have seen. What would you like to tell about them? Obviously, to conduct a big tournament, we need some support. And sponsors like Cashew, as you said, who've been there through the journey of OGPL, I really would like to thank them. It's their support that helps us to improve, get in more facilities, make the tournament, to add in more features, spend more on the requirement, get in more food, drinks, give them good experience, hire more staff. Overall, like it's so sponsors have been really supporting us a lot, and that's one of the key points. I wish you all the best for the future seasons as well. I hope you will reach some level in this OGPL. You will take it to next level in upcoming days. All the best. Thank you so much, and it's really pleasure to have it at the Joy is looking forward for long association. Always, always. Thank you. Thank you.
And we have a very special member from the managing committee, a co-member from the Playfit Sports and the Oil and Gas Managing Committee. Siley is with us. So we just wanted to have a quick word with you. This is the fourth season that we are running, and it all started with a dream. We just spoke to Vineet as well. He shared all of his experience.
Welcome everyone. This is the third position match played in Queen's Park Stadium of OGPL Season 4. That's just a flick of a wrist and it's going towards the fine leg boundary. That's the first boundary coming up. From Cummins, Arabia. Just to take you through the toss, it was Dynamos who had won the toss and they elected to field. And they invited Cummins, Arabia to bat first. Kishore and Manish is on the crease right now, and Kishore facing his first delivery. The second delivery, a full length delivery onto the pad. There is an appeal, but denied by the umpire. It was a good appeal, I would say, very close. Might be just going down the track. So the second delivery, the second legal delivery was a little one from Santosh. The score 5 for no loss. Third delivery, a full length delivery again on the pads. But there is an instruction from the umpire saying there was a bat first. So there's no damage for Cummins, Arabia. Once again, a full length delivery onto the pads, played over the mid-on fielder, going for the boundary. That's the second boundary coming from the bat of Kishore. So that's well played just over the head of the mid-on fielder, and that's gone for a boundary. So Kishore batting on 8, dealing only with the boundaries so far, facing 4 deliveries. Once again, a full length delivery played exactly the same position, but now there is a fielder manning that area long on. So just a single here. So the score moving on to 10. They have a quite attacking field, just 3 fielders onto the leg side. Once again, a full length delivery onto the pads. Try to play it onto the onside. Fine leg fielder running behind the ball. That's a leg by signal, leg by 4 runs. So 4 more runs added to the total in the form of a extra. So the score moves on to 14 after the end of 1 over. Manish has faced 1 delivery yet to open his account, and Kishore 9 of 5 deliveries. The new bowler Sanjay, who has played 228 matches so far and 174 wickets in his kitty. So coming right arm, medium fast bowler, coming over the wicket, bowling to Kishore. A good line delivery there, played towards the gully region. There is a fielder there, cutting it off and throws back to the keeper. Just a single here. A good start for the bowling. Again, there is just a 3 fielders onto the onside. We have fine leg fielder. We have a fuller line delivery. Try to play it onto the off. Takes an inside edge, going towards the fine leg boundary. The fielder cutting it off and throws it back to the keeper. Meanwhile, the batsmen take 2 runs. That's a good running between the wicket. So that the first run coming up from the bat of Manish. Two of just two deliveries. Oh, that's a straight bat shot straight towards the bowler. There's no run here. A good looking shot, a good length delivery, and the batsman making no mistake, just with the straight face of a bat, hits it straight towards the bowler. A good length delivery here again, play towards the mid outfield, the mid on fielder coming underneath it, and that's the first wicket here. That's an easy catch straight towards the mid on fielder, and that's Manish Dipani departs, scoring 2 runs in 4 deliveries faced, and that's the first wicket for Sanjay and first wicket for Dynamos. A good bowling display by Sanjay so far in his 4 deliveries here, and that's the first wicket in the form of Manish Dipani. Let me quickly say once again that the toss was won by Dynamos, and they invited Cummins Arabia to bat first. Cummins Arabia is 17 for 1 in 1.4 overs. OGPL Season 4. This is the third place match going on between Cummins Arabia and Dynamos. And the new batsman Soumya Bhattacharjee. There's a good line delivery here, played towards the third man, the fielder coming underneath it. There's a slight misfield, but they have a protection in the boundary here. Meanwhile, 1 run added to the total. Now Kishore is on strike, who has played the bulk of the ball so far, who has 10 runs in his 6 deliveries with 2 boundaries. Last ball of the second over, played it on to the leg side. The fielder picks it up and throws. There's a single, 1 more run added to the total. So the end of 2 overs, 19 for 1. That's a successful over in this by Santosh, by Sanjay, beg your pardon, who bowled his first over, giving away just 4 runs and bagging 1 wicket. So there is a change of field here. There is a long on and deep covers. Onto his legs, try to play it on the leg side. There's a wide given by the umpire. There's one more extra run added to the total. So Santosh starting with a wide here, going down the leg side, but good keeping. A full line delivery onto the pad, straight towards the cow corner. The long on fielder coming underneath it, picks it up and throws it back to the bowler. One more run added to the total. So there is a change in field here. So the fine leg fielder goes deeper and the long on fielder comes inside for a mid on. Again onto the leg side. There's a wide given by the umpire. So there's one more run in the form of an extra coming up. Once again down the leg, and that's a wide given by the umpire. There is a slight wave of bowling here, and for that reason the bowler has changed his guard coming around the wicket. I must say that's a right move. Need to get his line and length right. A full length delivery on towards this pad. There's an inside edge on this pad. There's no run here. The fielder and the wicket keeper running behind the ball. There's no extra run taken here. Again a full length delivery. Wanted to play onto the leg side. Missed it completely. Goes straight to the keeper. There's a slight misfield but no damage here. So the score still remains at 23 for 1 in 2.3 overs, going at a run rate of 9.2. They have third man, they have gully, they have point, they have covers, mid off, mid on, deep mid wicket, and deep fine leg. Somya on strike. Again a full line delivery played towards the deep third man. The fielder cutting it off. Throws it back to the bowler. One run added to the total. So 2.5 overs, 24 for 1. That's a decent, healthy run rate of 8.47. Again a full on delivery, play towards the long on fielder. They have protection there, and due to that protection, just a single, and the score 25 in 3 overs. Both the batsmen playing cautiously here. They know the importance of this match. This is the third position match of OGPL Season 4. They are not taking unnecessary risk. They're waiting for the odd delivery to punish till then. And I must say, Somya have to give more strike to Kishore, who is batting brilliantly here, batting on 12 of just 9 deliveries. Sanjay comes back into the attack. A good length, short of a good length delivery played toward the point region, but there is a batsman. There's no chance of a single here. That's a dot delivery, and Sanjay with his right arm medium fast bowling, ready to bowl his second delivery of this over on his mark. Once again, short of a good length delivery played towards the point and gully fielder, and there is a misfield, and that's gone for a 4. That was an easy fielding here. Unfortunate for the fielder, misfielding it, and there's a 4 gift to the batsman here. I'm sure the bowler wouldn't be happy. That was a good delivery, just short of a good length, and placed perfectly towards the fielder, but there was a misfield here. Third delivery again on the same position, short of a good length, same place, but this time the fielder doesn't make any mistake, picks it up and throws it back to the keeper. Just a single here. A good length delivery played toward the short cover. The fielder manning that area doesn't make any mistake, and there's no single here. And with this, the score moves on to 30 in 3.4 overs. Oh, that was a low full toss played towards the mid-on fielder. That was a quick single, and that's a direct throw. There is an appeal here, and that has gone up for the third umpire. We have to wait and watch what would be the decision here. But that is close. That is close. The ball had gone straight to the mid-on fielder. The mid-on fielder picks it up and throws straight to the stumps and the non-striker end, and that was a direct hit. It is a very close call. We have to wait and watch what would be the decision.
लगा दिया उस बंदे ने बाउंड्री मारा उसका 50 था अंपायर सर लास्ट ओवर
So we have the second wicket here in the form of Soumya Bhattacharjee. That was a run out, and that's a good piece of fielding here by Shabazz, who had a direct hit towards the non-striker end stumps. But I would say there was a mistake by the batsman. He stopped in between. If he would have continued with his run, maybe he would have reached the non-striker end. But I would say that's a good fielding by Shabazz, who picked it up and threw straight to the stumps, and that's the second wicket gone for Cummins Arabia. Once again, onto the pads here. There's a big appeal, but nothing from the umpire, and leg by signal here. There is one more run added to the total in the form of an extra. So end of 4 overs, 31 for the loss of 2 wickets. चार ओवर के बाद 31 रन 2 विकेट के नुकसान पे आसिफ सैयद अभी बैटिंग पे आए हैं. उन्होंने एक गेंद का सामना किया है. आई एम सॉरी, ही हैज नॉट फेस्ड एनीथिंग सो फार. और किशोर 17 रन पे खेल रहे हैं 13 गेंदों का सामना करते हुए 3 चौकों के बदौलत. और नए गेंदबाज के रूप में विनोद जैकब राइट आर्म मीडियम पेस बॉलर है, अब बॉलिंग का जिम्मा संभालते हुए. तो 4 ओवर के बाद 31 रन 2 विकेट के नुकसान पे 7.75 के रन रेट से चल रहे हैं और प्रोजेक्टेड स्कोर है 155 अगर इसी रन रेट से चलते हैं तो. Full in delivery there, just nudged it back to the bowler. No run here. Vinod Jacob has played 26 matches so far and has 17 wickets in his belt. A good line delivery played over the cover region. The fielder running behind the ball, but the ball wins the race here. That's the boundary coming up for Kishore. So that's the 4th boundary coming up from his bat, and he moves on to 21 in 15 deliveries faced so far. Vinod ready to ball his 3rd delivery. Once again a full line delivery played towards the long off area. The fielder, there is a misfield and the ball again goes for a boundary. That's a costly misfield here. There's a second boundary coming based on a misfield, and that would definitely not feel bad for Kishore because yes, he is getting his boundary. That's the 5th boundary coming from his bat. 25 of 16. Try to play it onto the offside, miss it completely, go straight to the keeper. That's a dot delivery here. So 4.4 overs, 39 for 2. And Kishore, oh, that's a front foot straight back towards the short covers. No run here. Once again, play towards, what's a straight shot here, just beating the long on and long off fielder, piercing between both the fielder here, goes straight to the boundary. That's the 3rd boundary of this over. A good batting here so far by Kishore. 6 boundaries from 19 deliveries faced, batting on 29, and Kishore dealing only with boundaries so far. So end of 5 overs, 43 for 2 with a healthy run rate of 8.6. So Sanjay coming back into the attack again. He is in his third over. Again, a good line delivery. Wanted to play it on towards the gully region. Missed it completely. Goes straight to the keeper here. There's no running. So Asif Sayed facing his first delivery. Sanjay on his mark has a clean, nice run up. Crossing the umpire. Oh, there's a full line delivery. Plate just blocked the ball. By the time the keeper comes and picks it up, there's a single added. So with this single, Asif Sayed opens his account. So one of two deliveries. Tried to play it, but takes an inside edge onto his pads. There's no damage, no runs here. So wanted to play towards the gully and covers, gully and point, but takes an inside edge. That's a good bowling by Sanjay so far. He has bowled 2.3 overs, giving away just 10 runs and bagged 1 wicket here. A good line delivery here. That's a slow one, I believe. The batsman played too early. It came onto his bat, but straight towards the short covers. By the time the fielder picks it up, they take a single here. That was a quick single, and with this single, Kishore moves on to 30, and the team score moves on to 45 for the loss of 2 wickets. A shot of a good line delivery played towards the gully and third man region. The fielder picks it up and throws it back, and one more run added here. And end of 5.5 overs, 46 for 2. 5.5 ओवर के बाद 46 रन 2 विकेट के नुकसान पे और करंट रन रेट है 7.89. It's very clear here they want to see off Sanjay because he is bowling brilliantly. His line and length is immaculate. Good length, short of a good length, and a full length deliveries. That is his area, and he is not giving any room to the batsman so far. So here's ball is 3 overs, giving away mere just 13 runs and taking 1 wicket. So it is very clear here from the batsman they don't want to take any unnecessary risk for this bowler. And that's the end of 6 overs. The power play has come to an end. They have the liberty, the fielding team has the liberty to have 5 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. They can protect some boundaries here. With this, we have completed the power play stage, and the score 47 for 2, going at a run rate of 7.83. Let me quickly take you through the individual scores. Kishore still batting on 31. facing 22 deliveries. Manish out, caught by Shahbaz, bowled Sanjay, 2 of 4. Soumya run out by Shahbaz, 2 of 7. Asif Sayed still on the crease, 2 of 3. Santosh bowled 2 overs, giving away 16 runs. Sanjay 3 overs, 13 runs, 1 wicket, and Vinod Jacob 1 over, 12 runs. The new bowler Shivkant Shiva, who is playing his 198th match and have 250 wickets. And his best figure is 6 for 10. He is a right arm leg break bowler. That's a full toss delivery. Played just towards the covers and taken a single here. Missed on the opportunity. Yes, there was a full toss. This was a juicy full toss. Could have capitalized onto it, but missed it completely. Just taken a single here. Once again, a lower full toss here. Sayed Asif plays towards the cover region. The fielder coming underneath it. By the time the fielder picks it up and throws it back to the bowler, they take 2 comfortable runs. Once again, a lower full toss here. The batsman tried to play on the offside, but takes an inside edge, goes towards the mid-wicket area. There's a single here, single run added to the score. A full length delivery played again over the cover region. The fielder cuts it off. That's just a single here. Then not a good running. He thought that ball would race to the boundary, but good fielding display here. By the time he picks it up and throws it back, just a single added to the score with this 52 for 2 in 6.4 overs. A, a quicker delivery by the leggy. It was a good length delivery. Batsman didn't expect it, just blocked the ball, and there was no damage here, even for the bowler, not for the batsman. No runs here. A loopy delivery here. The batsman plays towards the long on. In fact, long off, beg your pardon. By the time the fielder picks it up and throws it back, they take 2 runs. There was a lot of variation seen by the bowler here. We could see some good length deliveries, then some quicker, there's the loopy delivery coming up. And in 2020 cricket, it is always about the variation. If you have the variation in hand, you can take wickets. You can contain some runs. And the new bowler, Prabhat Saxena, Once again, a right hand leg break bowler. That's a good loop. A full length delivery. No, that's a boundary here. For a chance, I thought the fielder would cut it off, but that was a pure timing by the batsman Kishore, just wide of the long off bowler fielder, and by the time the fielder could cut it off, the ball had crossed the boundary. That's a boundary number 7 for Kishore. A slow delivery. Almost the batsman had to wait to play towards the point region, and the single taken here. With this single, Kishore moves on to 38 of 26 deliveries. Played towards the gully region, and the fielder doing the rest, picks it up and throws it back. A full toss delivery here, a juicy full toss played towards the deep mid wicket area. There is a fielder manning that area, and the fielder cuts it off, throws it back to the bowler. Played toward the point region, and there's a single. And with this single, the score moves on to 62 for 2 in 7.5 overs. In this inning of Cummins Arabia, there are 7 boundaries, and all the 7 boundaries coming from the bat of Kishore. So end of 8 overs, 63 for 2. And as I was saying, all the 7 boundaries of this inning has come from the bat of Kishore. And Dynamos would definitely want to see the back of Kishore. If they have to contain some runs, if they have to restrict them to a lower score. Shiv comes back for bowling. It's hot. It is a little bit humid. The weather is changing. A good delivery here. Wanted to play it up and above, but takes an inside edge, goes towards the fine leg fielder. There is no run here. A good bowling. Very deceptive. Slower in the air, but in the right trajectory. A quicker line delivery here. Quicker one. Onto his pads. Just takes an outside edge, goes towards the third man. A single added here. Slow loopy delivery onto the offside, and there's a wide given by the umpire. There is one more run added to the score in the form of an extra. A loopy delivery played towards the mid-wicket area. The fielder just falling short of the fielder here, and the fielder picks it up and throws it back to the bowler. That is inviting by the bowler, inviting the batsman to play. Oh, there's a slog sweep coming up from the batsman, and there's the eighth boundary of this inning, and from the bat of Kishore. What a batting display by Kishore so far. Moving to 45. The lone warrior, I would say, for team Cummins Arabia, who is batting brilliantly. And his wagon wheel says that he can play in all the sides of the ground. With this slog sweep, he has ticked that area as well. A short delivery here, wanted to play on to the third man. He wanted to cut it out, but missed it, and straight goes to the keeper. So there's no damage, there's no run. A full in delivery played towards the mid wicket, deep mid wicket area, and the fielder picks it up, throws it back. Just a single. नौ ओवर के बाद 71 रन 2 विकेट के नुकसान पे शिवकांत शिवा ने 2 ओवर डाले हैं, 15 रन दिए हैं. अब नए बॉलिंग करने आ रहे हैं प्रभात सक्सेना. किशोर खेल रहे हैं 46 पे 33 गेंदों का सामना करते हुए 8 चौकों की बदौलत. आसिफ सैयद 10 पे खेल रहे हैं, 10 गेंदों का सामना किया है और करंट रन रेट है 7.89. बहुत ही अच्छी गेंद, गुड लेंथ डिलीवरी थी. खेलना चाहते थे ऑफ साइड पे, ओ एज लिया, मिस कर गए, पैड में बॉल और ये विकेट. What a catch there. Yes, he missed it by the gloves, but the ball was hanging on to his pads, and that's an edge and that's an out. And Kishore played a brilliant knock here, but could not complete his 50. 46. That's the harsh way to get out. 46 of 34 deliveries, 8 boundaries under his belt. And I must say, Team Dynamos would be happy to see his back, because he was the only batsman who was scoring for Team Cummins Arabia, who had scored boundaries for Teams Cummins Arabia. So far, no other batsmen have scored any boundary here. So Prabhat Saxena getting the first wicket for himself. The new batsman Jagdish Singaram is the right-hand batsman playing his 6th match, has 25 runs under his belt. A full delivery played towards the cover. There is a fielder manning that area, and there's no run here. Good bowling by Prabhat. A loopy delivery. There is a big appeal, and yes, that is a wicket here. There's a finger raised by the umpire, and that is the 4th wicket going down in the form of Jagdish, who did not disturb the scorer, and that's the 2nd wicket of Prabhat in this over. A good bowling here. So 71 for the loss of 4 wickets in 9.3 overs. The new batsman, Eldhoz, right-hand batsman, is a very experienced batsman. 278 matches played so far. A good line delivery, just played it towards the mid-on area. The fielder coming from long out picks it up and throws it back to the bowler. 1 run here, and with this 1 run, Eldhoz open his account. So 72 for 4 in 9.4 overs, going at a run rate of 7.45. Team Cummins Arabia needs some partnership and needs some scores here. A good delivery played towards the mid-off area, and 1 more run added to the total. Oh no, full toss delivery played above the. Oh, that's a good fielding here. Good fielding display by the long off fielder. A diving stop. And with this, just a single here, he at least saved 3 runs for the team here. And 74 for 4 in 10 overs. And that's a change of side. This is the season 4 of OGPL. Today is the last day, and what we are witnessing here is the 3rd position match. played between Cummins Arabia and Dynamos. So far, it has been a very successful tournament. This is the fourth season going on, and year on year, we have seen a lot of improvement, and we are witnessing 10 teams this season, and for the next season, we might have bigger and better platform for this tournament. All credit goes to Vineet, the brain behind this. There was a short drinks break here and change of side, and we are ready for the second half of this inning. And Shiv, the bowler, a loopy good leg delivery played towards the mid-on area, and there is a single taken. There is a single added, and with the single, I'm sure Dynamos wouldn't mind it. A fuller length delivery, a good delivery here, played towards the mid wicket region by the field. By the time fielder picks it up, there is a two easy runs. With these two runs, the score moves on to 77. Asif Sayed batting on 13 of 12 deliveries. No boundaries so far coming from his bat. Team Cummins Arabia need to score some big runs in each over. There is a scarce of boundary. That's a back foot played toward the fine leg. Just a single. So in the three deliveries, 4 runs added to the total. They're dealing only with the singles and doubles here. A quicker delivery, there's a low full toss played towards the mid-on area. The fielder cuts it off, but the batsman takes a quick single here. One more run added to the total. A low full toss again. I'm sure the batsman would have been thinking he missed on the opportunity here, wanted to take a double, but the fielder cutting it off, throws it back to the bowler. Just a single here. So in this 5 deliveries, 6 runs have been added, all coming in the form of singles and double. Short and outside off, and there's a wide given by the umpire. One more run here in the form of an extra. Wanted to play it onto the onside, takes an inside edge, goes towards the square leg area. The deep square leg fielder had to come running. Meanwhile, they take two runs here, and the score moves on to 83. 9 runs coming off this over, and they are going at a run rate of 7.55. Asif batting on 15 and Eldos batting on 6. Shiv who has bowled 3 overs, giving away 24 runs with no wickets, and Prabhat, who will be bowling his third over, he has given away 12 runs and taken 2 wickets. A low full toss delivery. By the time the fielder could cut it off, the ball raced to the boundary, and that's the first boundary coming up from the bat of Asif Sayed, and the first boundary coming from the bat of some other than Kishore. That's a welcome boundary here. And good straight bat coming from the bat of Asif. Low full toss, played it straight. Played towards the long on area for a single. The fielder manning that area doesn't make any mistake, picks it up, throws it back to the bowler. Oh, that's a flick of a reach here. The ball running towards the boundary. The two fielders running behind the ball, but now the ball wins the race here. That's the second boundary coming up of this over, and this is the boundary coming from the bat of Eldrose. So the good start from this side for team Cummins Arabia. In the last over, there were 9 runs, and in this over, they have 9 runs in the first 3 deliveries. A shot of a good length here. The fielder cuts it off, and there's a single added here. A 4, a single, 4, and single. Good batting by both the batsmen here. They're not taking unnecessary risk. A full on delivery. Played towards the covers. The fielder doing it good. Sliding stop here, and that's the 1 run added to the total. That's a good fielding here. 94 for 4. Oh, that's a good delivery. Spin we can see here after pitching, and go straight to the keeper. No run here. So end of 12 overs, 94 for 4. That's onto the pads. There's a big appeal by the bowler and the fielder, but denied by the umpire. Says going down the leg, and there's a new bowler, Harry, who is playing his 695th match. Well experienced bowler, played toward the point region. The fielder cutting it off, wanted a single batsman, but sent back by the non-striker, and rightly so. It could have been a costly run, but there was a slight misfield by the point fielder here. Batsman coming down the track, placed towards the covers region. there is a fielder there. By the time the picks it up, there's a single been added. Played it up and high over the long on fielder. That's the first maximum coming up for Elders and for Team Cummins Arabia. That's a good pickup shot here. And Team Cummins Arabia would require such kind of an hittings if they have to reach to a decent fighting total here. That was a clean hit over the long on fielder, gone outside the ground at least 80-85 meters. 6. With this maximum, the score of Elders 17 in 9 deliveries. A good line delivery there. Wanted to play it on the onside, miss it completely, go straight to the keeper. There's no run here. Getting all his experience, Harry, into the bowling now. Again, a short line delivery, played towards the cow corner. That's a boundary coming from the bat of Elders. The score moves on to 105 for the loss of 4 wicket in 13 overs, going at a run rate of 8.08. And Elders slowly but surely pressing the pedal here. Shiv Khan comes back into attack. He's bowling his last over of his quota. He is also a well experienced bowler. Can he contain some runs here? There is a change of field. There's a third man, there's a gully, there's a deep point, there's a covers, there is long off, there's long on, there is a mid wicket, deep mid wicket, deep square leg, and a fine leg fielder. The first delivery here, Asif Sayed wanted to play it inside out, goes straight towards the deep point, and there's a 1 run added here. Goes towards the gully and point, just a single, takes an outside edge here. No much of a damage. A short delivery here, played towards the covers, the fielder coming underneath it. There is a fielder manning that area. So just a single. They're not allowing the batsman to free their arms. Oh, there is a slight misfield on his run up by the bowler. With this, he could not contain the single. The single has been taken, and there is 4 singles in the 4 deliveries ball so far. a full toss delivery. The batsman coming down the track wanted to play it towards the deep square leg. By the time fielder picks it up and throws, they take easy double here. So 2 runs of the 5th delivery. This is the last delivery of his quota. We have to wait and watch. Will he go wicketless or will he take a wicket? 3.5 overs, 30 runs, no wicket so far. A quick delivery played towards the cow corner. The long on fielder cutting it off, throws it back to the bowler, and there is a misfield. There is an overthrow coming up, and with this overthrow, they take double. So end of 113 for the loss of 4 wickets. Six more overs remaining of this inning. 6 more wickets left. Currently batting at a run rate of 8.07. With this, they would reach to 161. But with 6 overs remaining, they would eye to at least score 175. Played it towards the mid-wicket region. The fielder coming from the deep picks it up and throws back to the bowler. 1 run added here. So Santosh comes back into attack. That's a boundary coming up from the bat of Eldos. Played it up and high towards the cow corner region. The long on fielder cutting it off, and there's just a single here, and I'm sure Eldos is taking all the responsibility on himself. And he says that I would go for the big hittings here, and that is required in the last 6 overs. Wanted to play it on the leg side, but the ball didn't rise it too much and go straight to the keeper. No run here. Plays it towards the mid-on region. By the time the fielder picks it up, the batsman takes a quick single. With this single, score moves on to 122. Shot ball, played it towards the long on. That's a maximum coming from the bat of Eldos. What a clean hitting here. Seeing the ball, watching it closely, doing not much. It's pure timing and power. That's the second maximum coming from the bat of Eldos. And quickly, Eldos moves on to 36 of just 17 deliveries. A low full toss, flick of a wrist towards the mid wicket, and a square leg. By the time the fielder picks it up, throws it back, there's a 2 more runs added to the total. So end of 15 overs, 130 for 4. आखिरी ओवर में 17 रन आए हैं. इस 17 रन में एक चौका और एक छक्का, दोनों ही एल्डोस के बैट से. तो 15 ओवर के बाद 130 रन 4 विकेट के नुकसान पे एंड एल्डोस बैटिंग कर रहे हैं 38 रन पर. 18 गेंदों का सामना किया है, 3 चौके और 2 छक्कों के बदौलत. और उसका साथ देते हुए आसिफ सैयद 29 रन 26 गेंदों का सामना करते हुए 1 चौके की बदौलत. संतोष ने अपने 3 ओवर डाले हैं, 33 रन दिए हैं. और शिवकांत ने 4 ओवर 32 रन दिए हुए. प्रभात अपनी आखिरी ओवर लेके अपने 3 ओवर में 23 रन 2 विकेट. पहली ही गेंद फुल लेंथ थी, बैट्समैन मारना चाहते थे, लॉन्ग ऑन पे मिस कर गए और सीधे विकेट कीपर के दस्तानों पे. और दूसरी गेंद पे बैट्समैन बाहर निकलते हुए फुल टॉस बनाया, गेंद को खेला स्क्वायर लेग के दिशा पे. सिर्फ 1 रन. इस 1 रन के बदौलत एल्डोस आसिफ पहुंचते हुए 30-28 गेंदों का सामना किया है. What a shot this is from Eldos. Again, pure class, pure timing, piercing the 2 fielders on long off and deep covers. It goes straight to the boundary, and that's a boundary number 4 for Eldos, and he quickly moves on to 42 in just 19 deliveries. There was a Mankad appeal, but he is not taking it. The bowler is not taking it. It's just a warning to the batsman. Do not leave the crease till I ball. Full delivery played towards the long on fielder. There is a slight misfield, could not cleanly collect it, and there's the boundary again from the bat of Eldos. That's the 5th boundary. Straight above the bowler's head, above the umpire's head, goes straight to the boundary. 1 bounce, and that's 139. Wanted to play it on the leg side, missed it, but there is a wide given by the umpire. 1 more run added to the total in the form of an extra. A short line delivery. There is an appeal. But there is a wide given by the umpire. There is an appeal for a caught behind. But there is nothing coming from the umpire, and an umpire says no, there it is a wide. So 1 more extra added to the total. A loopy delivery here. Played towards the long on. The fielder wants to cut it. Yes, he does it well. He cuts it off, throws it back to the bowler. Meanwhile, they take double. With this double, Eldos moves on to 48. Played towards the long off area, and they take a single. So end of 16 overs, 144 for 4. And they are going right now at the run rate of 9. And the partnership of 73 of just 40 deliveries. हाँ तो इसमें कब मैं शेड में आ रहा हूँ थोड़ा थोड़ा. So we have a retired out here in the form of Asif. Asif Sayed goes and Hanif comes in. Hanif Haizan. Last 4 overs remaining. Eldo's batting on 49. He is playing some brilliant knock here. We could see some pure timing, pure skill, and 2 maximums that were hit. It was pure class. Played it towards the long on, and with this single, that's the 50 coming up for Eldos. A well played 50 here, a brilliant knock with 5 boundaries and 2 sixes. That's a straight shot, and that's the boundary. The first ball faced by Hanif goes straight to the boundary for a 4. So a good start for Hanif Haizan. From now on, they can eye on at least 190. Played it up above the gully, and that's a boundary. Number 2 for Hanif in the 2 balls faced here. That's an uppercut played above the gully fielder, and that's boundary number 2 for Hanif. 150 comes up on the board for Team Cummins Arabia in 16.3 overs. 153 for 5. Wow, what a shot here. What a pickup shot. Where were you, Hanif? You played it above the long off fielder for a maximum. 3 balls faced, 14 runs. With a strike rate of 466. What a class shown here. Vinod Jacob the bowler, and he is being taken for cleaners here in 1.4 overs, giving away 27. Oh, swing and a miss here. Wanted to play it on the offside, but wide given by the umpire. One more run added to the total. That's That's a clever batting. That ball was on the leg side. Just wanted to place it on towards the fine leg. He knows the fielder is inside. If he beats the fielder, it would go for a boundary, and that's exactly what happened. And that's a boundary number 4. 4 balls faced, 3 boundaries, and 1 maximum. What a batting here by Hanif. 18 of just 4 deliveries. Swing and a miss, and that's a wide given by the umpire. So one more run added to the total. Vinod Jacob, you're becoming very expensive here. 1.5 overs, 33 runs. Played it towards the mid-wicket area. The fielder cuts it off, and that's a single. That's the first single coming from the bat of Hanif. 19 of 5 deliveries, 3 boundaries and 1 6. At one stage, Team Cummins Arabia were struggling, and it was that they would not score more than 150, 160. But now, 17 overs, 166 for 5. They could eye on at least 200 from here on. Both the batsmen doing a fantastic job here. Eldo's 50 of 23, Hanif 19 of 5 with a strike rate of 380. Unbelievable. Sanjay comes into attack. A good line delivery played upishly towards the deep mid-wicket area. The fielder coming underneath it picks it up and throws it back. Just a single here. Oh, that's some kind of a pace, and that's an inside edge. Goes straight to the keeper, and that's a wicket. What a bowling by Sanjay. He is being fantastic from start. He is not giving any room for error here, and he is not giving any room for the batsman. Cramping for room, and he's taken his second wicket. That was a quite of a pace. Good length delivery, rising on his waist height. Wanted to play it. Takes an inside edge, goes straight to the keeper, and that's the wicket number 6 and wicket number 2 for Sanjay. He is very economical so far. 3.2 overs, 14 runs, 2 wickets. The new batsman Nikhil Haridas, well experienced batsman, he has played 336 matches and 2,256 runs under his belt. Ready to face his first delivery, and Sanjay to bowl his third delivery of his last over. Interesting to see how many more runs can be added here, and interesting to see if Sanjay could take 1 or 2 more wickets in this over. Played it between the point and gully. That's a single added here, and the deep third man comes in, and deep the square leg fielder goes deep. Plays it towards the long off fielder coming underneath it, but it falls short. And 1 more run added to the total. Hanif not stopping himself. He wants to play his shots. He knows just 3 overs, 2 overs left after this. They have to score runs. Coming down the track, wanted to play. That's fielder coming underneath it. That's one more wicket for Sanjay. That's an easy wicket. The fielder came down the track, wanted to play, but the ball coming up onto his over the waist height takes an edge, leading edge, and goes straight to the short cover fielder. And that's a wicket number 7. Caught by Vinod Jacob, and the third wicket for Sanjay. He is bowling brilliantly here today. 3.5 overs, 16 for 3 wickets. The new batsman Kaisar Amin. Let's see how this ball will be bowled by Sanjay. Last delivery of his final over. A quicker delivery. Wanted to play it onto the onside, but takes an edge. Goes to the point. No run here. Hanif wants most of the strike here. He knows if he takes most of the strike, the score can reach 200. Eighteen overs have been bowled so far. 169 for 7. Santosh comes to bowl his final over onto his pads here. Wanted to play over the square leg area, but missed it completely. Takes on his pads, goes to fine leg. That's a leg by given by the umpire. One more run added to the total. A good leg delivery. Goes straight to the keeper. No run here. Santosh bowling his final over. A slight expensive, but he can make a difference here if he takes couple of wickets. Well played over toward the long on fielder, but the long on fielder doesn't make any mistake, and that's the catch here. As I said, he can compensate by taking couple of wickets, and that's exactly what he is doing. That's the first wicket for him in the form of Kaisar Amin. With this, the 8th wicket of Cummins Arabia have fallen. Hanif would require maximum strike now if they have to reach 190 to 200 runs. So 170 for 8 so far in 18.3 overs. Onto his leg side, just flicked for the deep square leg. By the time the fielder picks it up and throws, they take a single here. They wanted a double but denied by the non-striker. And the new batsman Anand opens his account with a single. So Hanif is on strike, who is batting at a strike rate of 275. First 4 deliveries that he faced were all outside the park. He need to face as many balls as possible if he has to take his team to a total of 200. That was hit straight. The bowler put his hand, takes and just a fingers onto it and goes straight to the long on fielder. They take a single here. So with this single 172. Just played towards the fine leg fielder. And just a single here. With this, at the end of 19 overs, 173 for 8. Last over of this inning. It was a good comeback by Santosh. He has gained only 4 runs and has taken a wicket here. So it's interesting to see who will bowl the last over. So Harry comes into attack, bowling the last over. Bit tricky. Left-handed batsman Anand gives the strike to Hanif. He knows Hanif need to have as many balls as possible of this over if they have to take the team towards 185, 190. Shotland delivery here played towards the cover region, and that's a boundary here coming from the bat of Hanif. Again, well placed between the covers and the long off field. That's a boundary number 4 for Hanif coming up. 27 of just 10 deliveries faced, 270 strike rate. A full line delivery again played towards the deep mid-wicket area. The fielder picks it up, throws it back. 2 more runs added to the total. So 19.3 overs, 180 for 8. And Hanif is playing a blinders of an inning here. 29 of just 11 deliveries. A good line delivery played towards the deep mid-wicket area. The fielder picks it up, throws it back to the keeper. Meanwhile, the batsman takes a double here. There's a rare dot coming up of this over. There's the fifth ball which has been bowled. The last delivery of this inning. Onto his pads, plays towards the cow corner region. The long on fielder coming up and throws it back to the keeper. That's a good running between the wicket here, and they take 2 runs. So with this, the end of the inning, 184 for the loss of 8 wickets. So let me quickly take you through the scores. Cummins Arabia, who is batting first, started with Kishore, who scored 46 of 34 deliveries with 8 boundaries. Manish, 2 of 4. Soumya, 2 of 7. Asif Sayed, 30 of 28. Jagdish Singaram, LBW Prabhat, 0 of 2. Elders, caught Shabazz bowled Sanjay, 50 of 24. Hanif has a not out, 33 of 14 with 4 boundaries and 1 maximum. Nikhil Haridas caught Vinod, bowled Sanjay, 1 of 2. Khaisar Amin caught Sanjay, bowled Santosh, 0 of 3. Anand not out. With the bowling figures, Santosh 4 overs 37, 1 wicket. Sanjay, the pick of the bowler, 4 overs 16 runs, 3 wicket. Vinod, 2 overs 34 runs. Shiv, 4 overs 32 runs. Prabhat Saxena, 4 over 37 runs, 2 wicket. And Hari, 2 overs 22 runs.
अवेलेबल हो एक मैच स्कोरिंग सॉरी
Welcome back for the second innings. Team Dynamos require 185 runs in the allotted 20 overs. To start the proceedings, it's Hari and Santosh. Elders to ball, his first delivery, shot of a good length, played towards the gully region. There is no runs here. Elders, a right arm medium pace bowler with his long, smooth run up. A good length delivery there. That's quite a piece of pace. Just aside of a gully fielder. That's the first run coming up on the board. So they have taken a single here, and that's the first run from the bat of Harry. The score 1. There's a change in field. They have third man, they have deep gully, they have point, they have deep covers, they have mid off, mid on, mid wicket, and fine leg, short fine leg. A good run delivery there. That's quite a bit of a pace. One straight to the keeper. The batsman did not just, and there is a dot delivery here. A good start for Elders, bowling at the right area. A shot of a good line delivery, wanted to play on the offside, missed it completely, goes straight to the keeper. A good bowling here by Elders, not giving any room for the batsman. Once again, good length, rising up, hitting the deck hard. The batsman just blocks the ball, no intention of hitting it. After the pitching of ball, the ball rising on to the batsman up to the waist height. The batsman doesn't want to take any risk here. A slow line delivery, played it up. The fielder coming underneath it, but misses it. Just one bounce, and that's the first boundary coming up from the bat of Santosh at long on. It's a 4. It's a 4. Ball bouncing just inside the boundary. So after the completion of 1 over 5 for no loss, that was the last delivery was a slow run from Elders, and the batsman picked it up nicely and hit it straight above the mid-on fielder, and that ball sailed to the boundary with a 1 bounce. Goodland onto the leg side. There is a slog sweep coming up, and that's the boundary again. There's the second boundary, back to back. but in the new over, and the new bowler Nikhil Haridas slightly wavered down the leg side, capitalizing on it by the batsman, and that's the first boundary coming up from the bat of Harry. Nikhil Haridas ready to bowl his second delivery of the first over. A full line delivery takes an outside edge, goes straight towards the third man region. The fielder doing it well, cutting it off and throws it back to the keeper. Meanwhile, the batsmen take a quick single here. With this single, the score moves on to 10. Onto the leg side, and there's a wide plus 4 runs. So that's extra 5 runs added to the total. This will definitely hurt the bowling team. They would not want to give any easy runs to the opposite team. The score 15 in 1.2 overs. Played it straight towards the long on region. The fielder picks it up and throws it back. So there is a change of field here. They have a long on, they have a long off. Once again, there is a change of field. The long off fielder comes in. Short ball played over, up and over. And that's the first maximum coming from the bat of Santosh. A little short ball there towards his waist height. Picked it up well and towards the square leg region for a maximum. A full line delivery onto his pad. There is an appeal, but denied by the umpire. Interesting to see if it is a bat or a pad. No, there is a bat first. So 1 run added to Harry. A slow delivery outside off. The batsman wanted to play it but missed. Goes straight to the keeper. No run here. Good change of pace by the bowler. So end of 2 overs, 23 for the loss of no wicket. 2 ओवर के बाद 23 रन बिना किसी नुकसान के संतोष खेल रहे हैं 5 रन पे 6 गेंदों का सामना करते हुए, एक चौके की बदौलत, और हैरी 13 रन पे खेल रहे हैं 6 गेंदों का सामना किया है, एक चौके और एक छक्के की बदौलत। निखिल हरिदास ने अपना 1 ओवर कंप्लीट किया, 18 रन दिए हैं, और एल्डोज 1 ओवर में 5 रन दिए। एल्डोज अपनी दूसरी ओवर लेते हुए और उसका सामना कर रहे हैं हैरी। Good ball here, good length onto his pads, wanted to play but takes an outside edge, goes straight towards the third man fielder. कोई रन नहीं वहां पे। We can see some serious pace here. Once again a good line delivery, played towards the mid-on area. The fielder picks it up. Meanwhile, the batsman takes a single. Good running here. Shot of a good length. What a pace here. The batsman could not read the ball completely, just blocked it, takes an edge, goes towards the short mid wicket area, and the fielder, the batsman takes a quick single here. That's played towards the gully region. Just a single added to the total. Elders bowling brilliantly here, hitting the deck hard, hitting at the right pace. Good line delivery, not allowing the batsman to free the arms. Once again hitting the deck hard. Batsman missing it completely. He is not able to judge the pace, judge the bounce. And it goes straight to the keeper. No run here. Very good bowling by Elders. In his last 5 deliveries, just given 3 runs. Once again, batsman not able to understand the ball, just plays it towards the short coverage region. No run here. Good bowling. Ends his 2 overs with just 8 runs. The end of 3 overs, 26 for no loss. Team Dynamos going at a run rate of 8.67 and the required run rate of 9.35. There is some discussion in the fielding team. They want them to restrict the batsman. And they have a new bowler here. Khaisar Amin comes into attack. He is a right arm medium bowler, ready to bowl his first delivery of his first over. There's a clean run up but a short delivery to start off with. The batsman wanted to play onto the offside, missed it and goes straight to the keeper. No run here. Onto the leg side. A slog sweep. Oh, what a fielding there by the fielder. A diving save. And I'm sure he saved 3 runs for his team. Amazing fielding display. Once again, shot of a good length here. Wavered toward the offside. Wide given by the umpire. So One more run added to the total. Okay, so Amin is the bowler. The third change, the first change of bowling. Played it over the mid-off fielder, going towards the boundary. 1 bound, 2 bounds, the 3 bounds, and that's gone for a 4. That's the second boundary coming up from the bat of Santosh. And he moves on to 10 of 10 deliveries with 2 boundaries. Full line delivery played onto the leg side, but the fielder picks it up and throws it back. They wanted a single, but eventually could not, and rightly done so. If they would have, it could have been a run out. So Kaisar Amin is ready to ball his 5th delivery. A full line delivery played over the long on fielder. The fielder cuts it off. Just a single added to the total. There's a change of field, deep square leg, deep gully. The long on fielder comes in, the long off fielder comes in. That's a wide down the off side. So one more run and one more extra delivery to be bowled. And they know the strengths of Harry here, and they are trying to bowl at the exact area. They want to bowl wide. Once again played uppishly over the mid-on fielder. The ball going toward the boundary. Yes, that's a boundary here. So that's the second boundary coming up from the bat of Harry. Harry moves on to 20 of 12 deliveries. So end of 4 overs, 37 for no loss. Beg your pardon, is 38 for no loss, going at a run rate of 9.5 and the required run rate of 9.19. अब चौथे बॉलर को इंट्रोड्यूस करते हुए 3 गेंदबाजों ने अपना गेंदबाजी की है. अब चौथे गेंदबाज That's a good running between the wicket here, played towards the short cover region. Could have been costly, but the fielder could not collect it cleanly. Played it towards the mid-on area, and there was no chance of a run here. Fielder picks it up quickly, throws it back to the bowler. New bowler Asif Sayed. Side arm action लेते हुए bowler, the batsman picks it up cleanly towards the square leg area for a maximum. Meanwhile, they take 2 runs. Have to see if there is a bat. Yes, there is no signal by the umpire, which means there was a bat first. So 2 runs to Harry. Played straight to the bowler. No run here. So end of 5 overs, 52. That pushes the pad and goes straight to the keeper. No run here. There's the new bowler coming up. There's the 5th bowler being used so far in the 6th over. The last over of power play, where only 2 fielders are allowed the 30-yard circle. Up the long off fielder coming in. No, that's a 6 here. The first 6 coming up from the bat of Santosh. For a while, it was seen that the fielder was coming underneath it, but the ball was sailing and it went above the head of the long off fielder. That's gone for a 6, and the first 6 coming from the bat of Santosh. Played it towards the long on area. The fielder picks it up, throws it back. Just a single here. With this single, Santosh moves on to 19 of 16 deliveries. So 5.3 overs. A shot of a good delivery here, played towards the gully region. Just a single. So 5.4 overs, 60 for no loss. That's a quick single here. There is no backup. The fielder coming underneath it. There is an overthrow. Will there be a 3 runs? No, they just take 2. So 1 plus 1 for overthrow. There is some leaking of runs here by played it towards the mid-off region. The fielder picks it up and throws back to the keeper. Meanwhile, they take a single. So end of 6 overs, 63 for no loss. So that's the end of power play. So now they have the liberty of having 5 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. So they're going at a run rate of 10.5. And the required run rate has dropped down to 8.71. So bulk of the scoring done by Harry, 33 of 18, and Santosh giving a handsome knock and handsome stand, 22 of 18.
ये मैच का 200 ले लिया।
Oh, onto his pads. There is an appeal here, but oh, that's a wicket. That's ball. That's the first ball, and that's a wicket coming up here, and in the form of Santosh. Anand, the bowler, the first delivery was a full-length delivery onto his pads, missed it completely, takes the stump here, and that's out. So Anand, after scoring, beg your pardon, Santosh goes after scoring 22 runs. New batsman Prabhat Saxena, who has played 74 matches, 1,468 runs in his belt. A full toss delivery played towards the covers region. The fielder running behind the ball, but the ball wins the race here. That's a boundary. So the first ball faced by Prabhat, he scores a boundary over the cover region. A good start for Prabhat here. On to the leg side, and that's a wide given by the umpire. Two back-to-back boundaries fired by Prabhat. Just nudged it down towards the short cover region and takes a quick single here. So they have got the runs of the over, so they don't want to take an extra risk. Once again, try to play a slog sweep. There is an appeal but denied by the umpire. Now it's a dot delivery here. Played toward the short square leg. Just a single. So end of over number 7. The score 73 for 1. A short delivery here onto the offside, and there's a wide given here. It was very short, very wide. Manish Dipani, the new bowler. A loopy delivery, played inside out, going towards the long on area. The fielder comes underneath it, picks the ball, throws it back. Just a single. Just wanted to block it, takes an inside edge, and meanwhile by the time the fielder picks it up, they take a quick single here. And Prabhat doing the right thing, wants to give more strike to Harry. Goes towards the gully, and they're taking a quick single. That's a good running between the wicket here. Every ball they're taking singles, double, and odd delivery. They are trying to hit for a boundary or a maximum. Going on a back foot, going towards the offside, takes the ball from the offside onto his waist height, hitting it towards the square leg area. That's a single here. The fielder that is manning that area doesn't make any mistake, picks it up and throws it back to the keeper. So end of 8 overs, 81. Manish Dipani, 1 over, giving away just 7 runs. Anand to ball is second over. A full on delivery. One more run added to the total. Once again, the batsman tried to play a slog sweep, missed it, goes and hit to the pad, but denied by the umpire, saying going down the track. So, a dot delivery. Once again, a slog sweep here, and that's hit the wicket, and that's gone. This wicket number 2. He was playing dangerously. He was living dangerously. He wanted to play a slog sweep again. Missed it completely. The ball hitting the stump, and that's the wicket number 2. And both the wickets have come for Anand. The first wicket in his first over, first delivery, and the second wicket in his second over. Both the opening pair has gone back to the dugout. So 82 for the loss of 2 wickets. A good comeback, I would say, from the bowling team. Cummins, Arabia. So we have seen 2 wickets going in quick succession. Anand doing the trick here, taking 2 wickets in his second over. Once again, a good line delivery, and that's played brilliantly over the head of the bowler. A straight shot gone for a boundary. The first delivery faced hits for a boundary here by Sanjay. Going down the leg side, and the wide given by the umpire. There's one more extra run added to the total. So with this, the score moves on to 87. A loopy delivery. Wanted to play a slog sweep once again. Missed it completely. Was it an inside edge? No, it's a leg bye given by the umpire. So one more run added to the total as in the form of extra. A shot of a good line delivery here. So end of 9 overs, 88 for the loss of 2 wicket. A good over by Anand, except for the boundary that has come, but a wicket as well. So they have back 2 wickets. 2 openers have gone back to the dugout. So now crease Sanjay and Prabhat. Again wanted to slog sweep. Yes, connected well between the fine leg and the square leg fielder. Gone for a boundary. That's a welcome boundary by Prabhat. Beg your pardon, it's Sanjay. Sanjay on strike. That's his second boundary in 3 deliveries here. 8 of 3. I would say it's a good counter attack by the batsman. After every wicket, what we have seen, the batsmen who comes in are dealing with boundaries. Played towards the point region, the fielder picks it up and throws it back. The non-striker batsman mounted a single, but sent back by the batsman. A good tactics here seen by the batsman. After a wicket, both the batsmen who have come in started with the boundary of the first delivery. Good loopy over the covers region, and that's a boundary number 3 for Sanjay. What a shot here coming up from the bat of Sanjay. 3 boundaries in the 5 deliveries faced. A little shot here towards the cow corner. Well played, Sanjay. What a batting. Just a back foot. Went into the back foot, taking the position nicely. Hit it towards the cow corner region for a boundary. The boundary number 4 from the bat of Sanjay. Cuts it toward the point region, but the fielder cuts the ball and throws it back to the bowler. Just a single here. There is an edge, and that's given out by the umpire. That's a wicket. The batsman just wanted to play it onto the offside. Takes an inside edge, goes into the gloves of the keeper, and that's the wicket number 3 in the form of Prabhat. So Prabhat has to depart. So after 10 overs, 101 for 3. So, so there would be change of side and a small drinks break, and we will join back after a short drinks break. welcome back to the second half of this inning, and that's a boundary again coming from the bat of Sanjay towards the cover region. Oh, what a shot here. What a pickup shot. That's the first delivery that has been faced. Played over the long off fielder. Gone into the next round. That's a maximum coming from the bat of Sanjay. What a shot. Taking. So Sanjay batting on 30 of 11 deliveries faced with 5 boundaries and 1 maximum. That was a clean hit just below the bat with a straight bat over the long off fielder for a maximum. 11 overs, 115 for 3. Onto his pads, played towards the corner region. The fielder coming underneath it. That's a single taken here. Oh, that's a serious piece onto his pads, and now it flicks his pads and goes to the fine leg area. The fielder running behind the ball cuts it off, throws it back, and that's a leg bye given by the umpire. So Elders coming back into attack. The captain having a lot of confidence on it. If a couple of wickets been taken here, there could be a change of table. Oh, good length delivery. Wanted to play, takes an edge onto his pads and straight goes to the keeper. No run here. So good bowling here by Elders. He has been very economical so far. 2.4 overs, 10 runs. But has gone wicketless so far. Oh, that was a pace. There is a pace here. Hitting the deck very hard onto a good length delivery. Just onto his pads. Managed to get the bat onto it. goes towards the short square leg. The keeper goes and picks up the ball, and one more run added to the total. Good line delivery. The batsman does it well. There was a pace. The batsman just pushes it towards the long off area. Long on area, and they managed to take a single. With this single, the score moves on to 121. And just 6 runs coming off this over, 4 from the bat and 2 from leg byes. So the required run rate is 8. 64 runs required in 48 deliveries. New bowler Jagdish Singaraman. Oh, the ball didn't rise. He's a leg break bowler. Luckily, the batsman could manage to get his bat down on time. Low full toss, straight to the bowler, hitting the bowler's leg here, and there is a no run. So 12.2, 122. Oh, there's a sweep, slog sweep coming up, and the square leg fielder, deep square leg fielder, is there just for this shot. Picks up the ball, throws it back to the keeper. 1 run added here. That's a good looking shot by Sanjay. Bigger pardon, it's Shiva. Now Sanjay is on strike. Onto his legs. There's a wide given by the umpire. Good take by the keeper. Good stop by the keeper here. It would have definitely gone for some more runs if he would have missed the ball. Good stride forward. Takes an outside edge above the point fielder. By the time the fielder picks it up and throws, they take 2 runs. Good running between the wicket here. So wide down the leg side, and one more extra run added here. Team Cummins Arabia wouldn't want to give easy runs to the batsman. Short length here, delivery, played it above. The fielder could not come underneath the ball. Couple of bounces straight to the fielder. Just a single here. There was a short delivery. It was inviting to hit, and hit it towards the mid-wicket area. Once again a short delivery played towards the square leg area. The fielder picks it up, throws it back, and just a single here. They have the fielders guarding those area. And that's the end of 13. 129 for 3. Last over conceding 8 runs. थर्ड पोजीशन का मैच चल रहा है. टीम Dynamos versus Cummins Arabia. Cummins Arabia ने पहले बैटिंग करते हुए 185 रन्स बनाए और उसका और अभी डायनामोस चेस करते हुए 129 129 3 विकेट के नुकसान पे 13 ओवर के बाद संजय अभी भी क्रीज पर 36 रन 16 गेंदों का सामना करते हुए 5 चौके और 1 छक्के की बदौलत और स्ट्राइक रेट 225। और उसका साथ देते हुए शिवकांत शिवा 4 रन पे खेल रहे हैं, 9 गेंदों का सामना किया है। Shot of a good length delivery. Played on the offside. The fielder manning that area picks it up, throws it back to the bowler. So one more run added to the total. So Shivkant doing the right thing here, giving the strike to Sanjay, who is batting brilliantly. Now played towards the long off area. The fielder coming underneath it, does it well, picks the ball and throws it back to the bowler. So just a single here. So 2 singles of this over so far. That's a good running between the wicket by Sanjay and Shiv. There was a little slow pick up and throw by the fielder, but meanwhile the batsmen take 2 runs comfortably. Oh, that's a short delivery. The batsman wanted to play it onto the square leg area. They take 2 more runs. Onto the leg side. That's a wide given by the umpire. So one more extra run coming up. So with this 1 run, the score move on to 136 for 3 in 13.4 overs. The required run rate has going down to 7.74. Plays it towards the cow corner region, but there is a fielder who cuts it off, throws it back to the bowler. 1 more run added to the total. Plays it towards the long off area. The fielder coming underneath it picks it up, and there is one more a single here. So end of 14 overs, 138. $138 for 3. Sirkant playing on 10. Sanjay playing on 38.
धूप सन क्लोज क्या
बहुत ज्यादा आ गया ना आपके पास,
हाँ ना।
वहां से इधर आए हैं
हाँ अगर उधर जहाँ जाना जा रहा हूँ मैं, अभी क्या कर रहे Oh, what a shot here! Up, up. The fielder coming underneath it. Misses it, and that's we have to wait and watch the signal from the fielder. It's a boundary. The fielder was underneath the ball. He was running from long off area, almost 15 meters, came comfortably below the ball, but could not collect the ball cleanly. The ball slipping out of the hands, pitched down, and that's a boundary. Down the leg side, that's a wide given by the umpire, plus one more run. Not collected cleanly by the wicket keeper. So two more runs added in the form of an extra. The score 144 for 3 in 14.1. Shot delivery there. Played towards the long on area. No, long off area, and the fielder did not judge the ball, and that's a 6. That's the first 6 coming up from the bat of Shiv. That was a shot delivery with the cross bat. Played it towards the long off area, and it went straight to a maximum. And Adil Murad, the new bowler, is being a bit expensive. 2 balls, 12 runs. Once again, a short delivery played towards the cow corner region. The long on fielder trying to cut it off, but the ball wins the race here. That's a boundary here once again coming from the bat of Shiv. A great batting display so far. Now Shiv says to Sanjay, if you can, I can. Hitting one boundary and a 6 in this over. Once again, a short line delivery. Played it towards the cow corner region. The fielder from long on picks it up, throws it back to the bowler. 1 run added to the total. Adil Murad, 4 balls, giving away 17 runs so far. Flicks the pad and goes to the keeper. No run here. A well dot delivery. Adil Murad changing the side, coming from over the wicket now. A short delivery once again, played towards the long off area. The fielder manning that picks it up comfortably and throws it back to the bowler, and that's a single. With this single, the score 156 for 3 in 15 over. Going at a run rate of 10.4 and the required run rate of just 5.8. Last 5 overs remaining. Team Dynamos require 29 of 30. If Team Cummins Arabia need to come back, they have to get wickets here. A couple of quick wickets could change the game. And they have come back to their experienced bowler Eldos. They want some wickets here. Good run delivery. Well played by Sanjay. Just a single. They know the importance. They know how the bowler is. I'm sure they wouldn't want to take much of a risk in this over. They want to see him off. They are well within the range here. They require just within run a ball. Going down the leg side, plays toward the fine leg area. The fielder picks it up and they take a single. That is exactly what they want. There is no hurry whatsoever. They do not want to take any unnecessary risk. And Sanjay, especially batting brilliantly on 44 of just 22 deliveries. It was rising up ball after pitching. It came towards the waist height. Wanted to play on the leg side. Takes an leading edge, goes straight to the bowler. No run here. So it's a dot delivery. Comes a little down the track. On the up, plays it towards the mid wicket region. A single added. Elders have bowled brilliantly but unlucky to have any wickets so far. 3.4 overs, just 15 runs, but no wickets. Last two deliveries to ball. He would look for some wickets here. Almost a Yorker in delivery, but the batsman does it well, gets his bat down on time, plays it towards the fine leg area just for a single. Ready to ball his last delivery of his 4 overs. Oh, almost a Yorker. What a shot by Sanjay. Just a flick of a wrist. He sees that it's coming a Yorker, but missed by a margin. A low full toss. Just opened the face of the bat, flicked it towards the fine leg area for a boundary. So end the over with the boundary here. Unlucky for Aldos, who bowled brilliantly, 4 overs, 20 runs, but no wicket in his belt. The team requires 21 in 24 deliveries. A slow over. Once again, straight towards the long off fielder. The fielder coming underneath it, but could not collect the ball cleanly. And that's a single. A full toss delivery. Play towards the square leg area. We have to see. Yes, it's a no ball. And with this single, Sanjay completes his 50. That's the 50 for Sanjay. Well played, well deserved. 7 boundaries in his inning and 1 maximum. What a player. He has played all the shots with the straight bat. That was a feat. The batsman coming down the track wanted to play it high, but straight to the short covers. Just a single here. Sanjay is back on strike. He's already done the damage. And straight to the fielder on the cover, short covers here. That's a wicket. After scoring 50 runs, Sanjay, who was batting brilliantly so far, so that's the fourth wicket gone for team Dynamos. Cummins and we are taking the fourth wicket, but at the fag end, I would say, because the required run rate is just 4.54 and they have 6 more wickets in hand. The only thing can turn the table is a couple of more wickets from here. Could get the equation right in both the teams' favor. Jagdish Singaram, who is bowling his second over, getting the wicket of a set batsman. That's a wide delivery, plus 1 extra. And the new batsman is Shahbaz, who is playing his 71st match and 1,418 runs. Once again, a shot of a delivery. There is a late cut by the batsman between the point and gully. By the time the fielder picks it up and throws it back, they take 2 more runs. That's above the waist height. I'm sure it could be a no ball. Yes, that's a no ball. That's the second no ball of this over, above the waist height. There's a free hit given by the umpire. So that's free runs given by the bowler after taking the prized wicket of Sanjay. That is so unnecessary here. Again a full toss. The batsman plays it towards the long off area. The fielder trying to cut it off. Yes, he does it well. But the batsman walking for a single. So they know they are not in a hurry. They don't want to take extra pressure. They just require 8 of 19 deliveries. So that's the end of the over. So require 7 in 18 deliveries. Shivkant is still on the crease. He has changed his gear. He is playing on 30 of just 24 deliveries. Shahbaz, who has come on crease, he has just faced 1 delivery, scored 1 run. Anand comes back. There's a short line delivery. Wanted to cut it, but straight goes to the point fielder. There is no run here. Once again, a short delivery played up. The fielder coming underneath it. He was underneath the ball, but could not collect it cleanly. That is a drop catch here of Shiv. If this catch would have been taken, there would have been a chance, and Anand would have been the first bowler at every over taking 1 wicket each, and that's a good shot on his leg for a boundary. So now it's just 2 runs required. The field is coming in under. Once again trying to play a soft sweep. There is an appeal for leg before, but denied by the umpire. But it is a leg by. So 1 run added to the total. One run required to win. And that's played up and above the covers for a boundary, and that's the winning shot coming from the bat of Shahbaz. And they chase in 17.5 overs. What a brilliant knock by Dynamos. So they complete this match in 17.5, and the Dynamos being the 3rd position in this tournament. And congratulations for the team Cummins Arabia to come on the 4th position. So here I congratulate to both the teams here, and all the best for the next year edition. So with this I end the match for this. So just to end, Dynamos have won with 6 wickets and 2.1 over remaining.